Today, we will see something incredible. We will be amazed by masters of different professions, from bead sorting to mega construction. Do not try to repeat what they are capable of. It resembles circus tricks. Enjoy watching. Try to guess which shape he will give to this bush. In a moment, we will witness a masterpiece of garden design. Would you like to watch how such an unreal picture of reality is created right before your eyes? The profession of a bartender has no limits. One can constantly expand the boundaries of what is possible. A wonderful job to train precision and patience. The operator works diligently. Only once in 1,000 times does a red bead fall into the green pile. The scissors in her hands are uncatchable. They simply flutter like something magical and shape split ends into smooth curls. His speed is capable of saving the world. He outpaces his colleagues, finishing the packaging stage. Probably their team holds the title of the best workers of the month all year long. The quickness of incense arrangement is truly astonishing. Probably they have a good effect on one's well-being. Am I the only one who feels that the video is sped up? Or do they actually work that fast? I wonder how long his interval of uninterrupted work lasts. Probably until the material runs out. Packing wheels is a monotonous task, but take a closer look and you will notice that his hands are performing wonders, doing different functions simultaneously. Unhurried actions provide a stable result in quality. He seals packages with cellophane throughout the entire shift and adores his job. Fast stitching of plywood sheets is his strong side. He probably would be just as skillful throwing cards at a casino table, but he chose to work in the food industry. Throwing bricks is not as easy as throwing flatbreads, but these guys have developed a flawless algorithm. When your brick throwing skills reach the maximum level, ladders become unnecessary. How does he manage to keep such weight on his head and throw up a new portion? Honestly, I have not figured out this phenomenon. These are the people they call atlases. Builders who carry so many bags on their shoulders that they could easily hold up the sky itself. A throw, a slap, and the cement sticks to the wall by itself. No ladder, no assistant needed. Proper roof cleaning from snow will not take much time. It will disappear as if in a fairy tale. A wonderful example of how by combining strength and ingenuity, one can dismantle a chimney in the most delicate way. Using a trash can and pallets, they created a self-moving platform for trimming a tall living hedge. A pleasant job it must be, cutting fresh roses. Although, if you focus on speed, It is no less exhausting than working on a conveyor belt. Removing old trees is not an easy task. You need to ensure that during sawing, they fall exactly where they should, but also consider what will grow in their place afterward. Soil fits perfectly into the bag with a single movement. No extra work for packaging is needed. There will always be skilled people who manage to make a task smarter, not harder. Planting onions looks like a speed competition. Probably this is the brother of the man who planted the onions. Look, he is now about to slice a whole tower at once. This is how he ensures that all the bundles are equally lush and beautiful, almost like bouquets. Tell me, can anyone remain just as efficient throughout the entire working day? If you have strong hands, you can carry 4 baskets in a single trip. Grape harvesting is a combination of pleasant and useful. It pleases the eye. The wine will be excellent. And high speed and quality of work allow one to receive bonuses. Like in a dream, ripe fruits pour themselves into the basket. The only disadvantage of this technique appears when the filled container becomes heavy. I would add a short cart with little wheels to support the weight. Even rabbits would envy such fast carrot harvesting. She does not even need to look at the box. She can feel it. He must understand everything about watermelons if he can open one with a click. The moment comes when the grain storage is full, and now it must be unloaded. A bit of creative acrobatics at work. Sealing seams at height requires resourcefulness, but first and foremost, safety. This is not cutting, this is professionally precise breaking of glass. Twist and turn. I want to wrap. Here is a master class in working with tape. Now a true master will show that he is perfection itself. Look, what is hard to carry is easy to spin and roll. That is a 100-point throw, do you not think? When colleagues wonder why their salary is lower, here is the answer. Someone simply manages to do more. Fast pack. This is when air does the work for you. Instead of carrying water canisters, it is better to find a method for them to transport themselves without effort. When each conveyor worker is responsible for the process, even for a single micro-movement, the accuracy and high productivity of the entire enterprise are guaranteed. Before people invented the escalator, they used manual transmission. Even the sharpest turns cannot confuse these drivers. They have real roller coasters at work. Why make half-empty trips if you can gather all pallets at once and take them in a single run? If you do not have a ladder but possess primary ninja skills, you can perform roofing work. No special equipment? No problem. You can use whatever is at hand. The main thing is to think creatively. Sometimes the most creative ideas are offered by workers who know how things can really be done. He moves as if guided by intuition. Truly, no textbook or masterclass can teach you like this. Everything seems to align by itself for him, as if the tile-fitting plan is inside his head. When tiling skills combine with a diver's diploma, the company can guarantee super quality work. Such constructions appear thanks to personal inventiveness, but nobody has yet patented their stability. With a single movement, the old ceiling is removed from the walls. This requires good knowledge of construction work and physics. The old roof is removed instantly, and I have no doubt that he will put the new covering just as quickly. Let us express well-deserved praise for their courage. Write in the comments below. Some builders do not need to visit the gym, they get enough training at work. I can still believe that he regularly catches a falling shovel, but for a shovel full of cement to fly back up horizontally and be caught, here I strongly doubt it. Is it not a trick? What do you think? Share your opinion. Interruptions in electricity supply cause dissatisfaction, but if you look at how they fix them, you will understand that our patience cannot be compared to the complexity of an electrician's work. Even when the ground under his feet melts, he works conscientiously. Only a few daredevils can perform this. Notice, he holds a construction tool in his hands, which creates imbalance. The ability to maintain balance and resistance to stress are the main criteria for selecting workers for this construction company. The difficulty of his job lies not only in climbing high, he must break the stone so that it ends up down below while he remains in place. Do not confuse this video with a scene from a blockbuster. Here, they are merely performing repair work on a wind turbine. Yet how spectacular it looks. And these guys probably laugh at aerial acrobats who work with safety ropes. They themselves literally walk on air every day at work. When working at such a height, the main rule is not to look down. But with proper safety measures, one might even enjoy it and feel energized. Every movement at such a workplace must be very precise and absolutely conscious. My heart freezes at the mere thought that the work is being done at a height of 100 meters. If you feel the same, share it with us in the comments. And this is how those train who want to reach great heights in their profession. Let us turn to the food industry. There is also a lot of danger there. If you spend, for example, 10,000 hours cutting meat for shawarma, you can approach his level of mastery. This technique is very impressive, but nonetheless, I worry about his hands. After all, he is holding a knife. In the production of fresh salad greens, machines do not always perform the work. This is how bananas acquire the form we are used to seeing in stores. His routine consists of removing the bones and turning the chicken into a soft piece of fillet. When we order rustic-style potato wedges in fast food, we do not think about how they were cut. Without looking, this guy works like a kitchen processor, slicing neat portions in 5 seconds. How to turn a potato into a sheet by rolling it with a knife. Watch and take note. And could you peel an apple so that it becomes as smooth as a billiard ball? Using only her hands, she peeled 90 eggs in 1 minute. The countdown is in seconds. Let us check whether his stopwatch matches ours or not. I do not know how he does it. Try quickly flipping even an empty ladle. He distributes the soil, and it looks like decorating a dessert with cocoa powder. From the life of restaurants, when the situation requires creativity, the right person appears. Here before us is a walking magnet for plates. And his amazing skills cannot yet be replaced by any modern technology. This is art. Restaurants with high traffic would fight for such employees. Try slicing a circle into 8 equal pieces in 1 second, and then repeat it several times identically. The work of a waiter resembles both a circus and a theater. Agility and artistry are required there. This person definitely knows how to use his head. Surely this brings more tips than just a wide smile. Maybe the fastest service in the city is the main trump card of this cafeteria. They are not afraid of having to serve 100 visitors at the same time. Seconds. And before us are towers. When many guests are expected, you need to hurry and arrange the chairs, but not get tired. Here is how this can be done. His rapid technique of pouring smoothies is simply flawless. A traditional Vietnamese dish is prepared from rice flour. One must manage to spread it evenly across the form and lay it out in straight rows. delivering dishes on roller skates is simply salvation for a restaurant with a large area, where it is quite far from the kitchen to the customer. Opening champagne is a certain risk because sparkling wines like to play jokes. One must do it carefully so as not to splash the guests with foam, but at the same time perform the action as beautifully and elegantly as possible. Egypt is a country of wonders, where every street food vendor is like a magician, defying gravity. Let us move on to transport collisions. It turns out that helping a comrade climb into the truck bed is quite within the power of a forklift. It seems that the truck bed is already full, but there is still room for optimization. Now someone's superloading skills come into play. Unloading concrete slabs resembles the effect of dominoes. Only in this case, it does not fall apart, but assembles into a tight row. Now they will show you a trick, how to fit a truck into a corridor where it is impossible to drive in or drive out. Although, why impossible? Here you go. He manages to do it. Even the smallest mark on the hull of a ship matters, because it reports important measurements of the vessel's position relative to the waterline. The conductor, when inspecting the carriage, does not make a single unnecessary movement. A magical cloth helps dry the car after washing with a single motion. A skateboard is not fun at all. It also helps at work. It is worth learning how to ride, even just for construction life hacks. In every profession there are masters. An excavator can also be strong, agile, flexible like a ballerina, and precise like a jeweler. Here, in addition to skill, caution is still required. There is a lot of dangerous work in the world, but there will always be those who perform it brilliantly. What do you think about today's moments? Write comments, give us likes, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Also watch our previous episodes. They are also very useful and incredibly interesting.